Welcome to California, welcome to 2024, and welcome to INDISC. This is one of the biggies. You see it there, part of the Stern Pro Circuit, but not just Stern Pro Circuit, it is a major, the IFPA Open. Somebody will win a brand new Stern pinball machine, new in box. We've got so much pinball here. In fact, what you're about to see is something that's a little bit new, Classics Target Match Play. Instead of having a winner when somebody reaches that elusive point, we're actually having playoffs. So top 24 from Classics Target Match Play, that's going to be right now. And then tomorrow, please stay tuned because we've got the Women's Championship in the morning, and then we've got the Classics Championship. And then on Sunday, you're going to like this. We've got the IFPA Open Finals, the top 40 making it to this big, big event. And then we end it all with the high stakes tournament. Last year, Kaylee George took home $15,000. A lot of action here on IE Pinball. Hope you enjoy the stream. Let's get to the action now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Classic Targets Match Play Finals. We've got 20 folks qualified yesterday, and we're going to follow the one group around. I'm Rodney Comegys. I am from Delaware Pinball Collective, live in Pennsylvania, and this is my second time at INDISC. Dan?
Hi, I'm Dan Bitterlich. I'm from the Vancouver Island Pinball Podcast. This is my fourth INDISC, and really looking forward to some exciting action this morning.
And I'm Tom Graff from Fox Cities Pinball in the Wisconsin area, and this is also my fourth INDISC.
So if you're looking behind us while we're waiting for the stuff to be set up behind us, you'll see those are the open bank of machines there. Big video screen where we can see our names at the bottom of it. But
yeah.
Basically, there are, 18 machines over there, Tom, in the open bank?
Yeah, 18 machines. Yep. That's for the, basically for the open, like you were saying, just a fantastic modern and solid states that are in the open. It's going to be something else when we see that on Sunday.
Yeah, so the open is a card-based format. Dan, you want to explain what happens? How everyone goes through and
well, when in a
card?
card-based format, what you're doing is you're basically selecting 5 games, and where you finish in the ranking on each of those games is going to be applied to that one entity of that card. So it's a tougher format because you really can't have off games. You need to have 4 at least moderate to really good games, and trying to progress to the final 40. For me, one of the highlights, just real quick, was that we had a Pulp Fiction here, which to me was amazing to be able to get back on that game. I haven't seen it yet, so had a blast with it yesterday.
You can see it just behind Tom's head there. If you look over the top, you can see Pulp Fiction next to Harlem, and then Stranger Things there. Yeah, the card-based format is the toughest format, I think, in pinball. And to get in, you just can't make a mistake. I am not good enough in a lot of cases to put 5 games together. 1 good out of 5, and I feel great, but that puts me well below the cut line.
Now, were both of you playing in the qualifying for match play yesterday? Or?
I did not.
I did not either. I didn't know that was going to come.
So I was the only one then, okay. So I got to play most of the games yesterday. We got to play 14 rounds, and the games were playing sweet. There was a couple that I hadn't really seen before, but it's a lot of fun. And the variety of what they're calling a classic now, because it went up to Arena, I guess was the most modern one they had in there, is interesting. It's not just EMs, there's solid states, and in this case, 1 DMD as well, which made for a really cool lineup.
Yeah, I got a chance to tour with both of you individually last night with you, Dan, and this morning with you, Tom. It is an interesting bank of games. Some ones you see more often, like a Meteor or a Pinbot, and then ones you don't see a whole lot, like
Rock,
Excalibur, not all that often.
Space Time.
I've never seen that one. I'm glad, Dan, you knew how to play it. Because,
yeah, I got lucky on it yesterday. I think I had the 4th or the 5th high score on it on the day. So yeah, fun game, really fun EM.
Yeah, for those of you out on the stream, you can go out and take a look on Never Drains /INDISC 2024, and they actually will show. I was looking before we got here. You can see on each game what the high score is for yesterday's target match play. It gives you a chance to do that. We'll pull some of that in as we get going on the stream to sort of say, what was the outstanding player yesterday and what was their contribution. Dan, what was your favorite game yesterday? Obviously, that one you did pretty well on. Anything else you really like?
Well, my volley. There was a period of time it was down for like maybe a round, and then I was so super happy to see it back up, and that's what I closed on. So I had a rough second half, but I got to close with a win on volley, and it's always just been a favorite game of mine. It's one of those EMs that's very straightforward, but just always a lot of fun.
Yeah, you gotta get that. You gotta get those things up top down so you can get the targets to count for 5,000 versus by the 500 or something a lot less. Okay, it looks like we have our stream up and going here. We're gonna follow this group, I think, for the majority of the time. We're on stream. We'll let Carl drive that, but
Now there's Eden.
there's Eden. Now, it looks like we're just doing practice still, so I do not know the woman who's on there. Is that Sunshine or is that
No, that's Mayumi.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
And this, of course, for people that don't know, is Cheetah.
Oh, you started there. That's a good thing to say.
So I guess in recent years, this has been sort of the run where these have become very popular, the Stern Classic machines, the electronics, Quicksilver, Cheetah, Stargazer. Really fun machines.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they handle this because, as you can see over here, it says you can only collect the bonus one time per ball, which is up this lane up here.
And I guess that maybe is a reflection of last year where I think we saw Elwin just throw it up there all day long. Like that's pretty much all he was doing.
Yeah, it was safe. It would come right back down and you just get it over to the right, go back up. I mean, over and over again. So basically, you're going to only get once per ball. So you got to choose when you take advantage of it, and then you got to find something else to do.
Good point. Yeah. We're fortunate enough. We've got 2 of these on the island, so we get to play it a fair amount. Like I say, for me, this is sort of my sweet spot as far as what I like to play. I guess everybody's different, but I really enjoy this and Quicksilver, Meteor, all those games.
Yeah, we have 2 out of those 3. We got the Meteor Delaware, and we have the Quicksilver, but we do not have a Cheetah. So I played it at up at Ron Hallett's place, and he has one. I've seen enough places. Neil Graff had it over. Not Neil Graff, excuse me. Neil McRae had one over in London at the UK Open. So what we're doing here, folks, on the stream is this is just practice where they're getting a chance to warm up on machines, see what the plunge is like, see what the tilt's like, before they start the group match play here in a second. Well, it looks like we are putting 4 players up ready to go here, so.
Should have Sunshine leading off.
Waving to us or waving to everybody.
First plunge of INDISC coming up.
Here we go.
We are live.
Oh. Right out that right out lane. Hey, Tom, what do you want to do on the plunge? I know, or what are you trying to do? It's a little random. It's not like you got skill to do it, but what are you trying to accomplish?
I think you really want to throw the ball up into the pop-uppers, try to get those multiplier targets up top. So bonus multiplier can be huge in this game, but it's really hard to hit those targets directly.
Oh, got the other out lane now.
So mainly going for drop targets, trying to build up your bonus is key in this game.
So I just took a look from yesterday's qualifying. It looks like Zach Sharp had the high score with 1 million points on it. Ranged all the way down to about 150,000. So give you some sense of maybe what a great score looks like here for any of the group. But obviously it doesn't really matter. You just got to beat your 3 opponents.
Sure enough, yep.
Hey guys, what's our scoring for winning 2nd, 3rd, 4th in this, and 2 people eliminated? Is that correct? Each round?
I believe so. I'm not sure if they're using.
It might be 4-2-1-0 scoring.
Right.
4210.
4210.
Okay. Great.
So one thing that's happened here now is Eaton's got the bank on the left down once, so he can now use that as a multiplier. He can actually knock down those 3, and that will bring the multiplier into effect. Sort of the other way to get the multiplier.
So what are you thinking? When would you go do the collect bonus? Once you have a couple multipliers and 100,000 in the bank, you want to save it up, but
yeah, I would think so, and of course it depends on where everybody else
Yeah.
is at on their balls too. He's at looks like 80,000 bonus right now.
It's always interesting to change the mental state because I've been playing the banks to open where you got to get a big score. Here you just got to beat the 3 other players, so you got to think very differently in target match play compared to any type of a card format or pump and dump.
Nice bumps by Eden there, getting the ball back under control. And
He went for his collect. Yeah.
So he does have the 2x now because he hit those targets on the side.
Well, that's
a good solid ball one.
Hey, just the collect bonus target over on the left. I see sometimes it's green, sometimes it's off. Do you have to turn it on to collect the bonus, or is it always there? Do you know, Dan?
I believe you have to actually have it on. Like I believe the light has to be lit.
Okay.
The green arrow on the left-hand side there has to be lit before you can collect.
Okay. And how do you light it? Do you have any idea?
That I would ask Tom.
Okay.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
We'll keep watching. I saw a light there. We'll find out what'll light it.
Oh, trying to shake it out.
Tried to get it out of there, and it did not go. So Eden takes the early lead in ball 1, but that's why they give you 3 balls.
Sunshine's walking away from the game right now.
Yeah, must be something going on with the game.
Yeah, so it looks like
So,
everybody's sort of.
didn't wonder with heat tilting as the ball, classic Stern sometimes we can't see where the ball's in the shooter lane. Flipper's dead maybe?
Oh, something on here. Let's see what's going on. Well, the classic Sterns, if I'm right, they're the games that you cannot actually tilt through either.
Right. Yeah.
Which is actually a pretty cool feature.
Yeah. But it would indicate, looks like to me, she's up and maybe the ball didn't come out in the shooter lane, we just can't see it. We're sorry, folks. We don't know exactly what's happening, but
She
here
might
she
have been
comes.
just letting the tilt settle down.
Okay, just a 60-second.
Just making sure.
He did a good job of shaking it.
Feeding, yeah.
Going after those drop targets, keeping the ball out of those out lanes.
Nice, get an advance
Nice
there.
move. Halfway up that bonus ladder, some more room to go. That's what I was going to say. It looks like the spinner was lit. Didn't look like she got many spins out of it. Maybe 2.
I think a little more. I mean,
little more?
she's at 280
Okay.
right now, so she must have gotten something out of that. Oh.
Those out lanes are dangerous for everybody. That's for sure.
Definitely hungry.
Now, this is my Yumi, who's up now playing. She's player 2, 100,000 points. A little bit of work to do. Nice nudge there to keep it out of the left out lane.
Her first bank down.
One bank down. Now we get that collect
Now
bonus.
she's got to
Yep.
collect, and that might be actually how you like to collect, is to go through them.
Question is, does she go take it early for the points, or does she keep playing it?
Oh.
Yeah, that's
really the tough decision.
yeah, it's an interesting decision.
Yeah, truly with this setup now of only one collect, it definitely does change things.
So it looks like the multiplier carries over because he did have this on ball 1.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I was curious. They generally do, but I know in some of the games here they've had it turned off, and I hadn't played Cheetah yesterday, so I wasn't sure if it would have. That's definitely one of the multiplier strategies in this game, is because if they do carry over, you want to get to it early, and then bonus can be absolutely huge on Cheetah.
So Eden, someone you play with regularly, Dan?
No, Eden, again, there's a very strange circumstance with us in that there's sort of, we're isolated on the island.
Okay.
So I have played with him many times. He's actually the first ever Canadian champion, and that would go back into the 2000s.
Okay.
And that's the first time I met him.
Got it. I thought it was everybody in Canada knows everybody in Canada. type
Yeah,
thing,
no.
but,
Well, we know each other, but like I say, it's. I think we were talking yesterday, you and I, Rodney.
Yeah.
It's a $200 boat ride for us to
Wow.
go play 25 miles away,
Oh.
where Eden is. So, yeah, that's the unfortunate
okay,
part.
so he's got max bonus 2x.
Yeah, he'll
Oh.
collect that, but he would have loved to have
I
the collect
was
on the
going to
lane
say,
there.
he gets one collect. He probably would like to have had it twice. Okay, so 939. He's coming up to where Zach was yesterday with the high score of $1 million. So that looks like a pretty good number. Derek had a rough first ball, went directly to that right out lane. He shook and shimmied it, and it did not come out.
Good use of the upper flipper
Yep.
there.
Give it a little control. Oh,
Yeah, I think it was expecting the ball to
Yeah.
launch back off the sling, and it did not. It just, the sling did not fire, and it just
Okay.
went down the middle.
so we're on ball 3 here. It looks like Eden with the advantage. Sunshine's at 400,000. Needs a good ball here to catch him. Put some pressure on him. Again, in target match play, one of the big things is just no lasts.
Oh,
Good
Good
save.
comment,
Good
yeah.
save.
does she want the 5 here, I guess, to get the collect bonus?
So no, but she doesn't have much bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a little bit of bonus.
There
Got
it
it
is.
there.
There's lit now. No,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
can when
collect
she
bonus,
wants.
yeah.
Yeah.
There we
She's
go.
taking
She
it
took
right
it.
away. Yeah.
Took it. Good control here. Went back up to it again. Try to get that multiplier up in the pops.
Oh, nice catch.
Yes, very nice.
Ah, it's just so hard to get those drops
Yeah,
on top.
they are brutal to get.
Oh wow.
Nice save there, nice shot. 649, still chasing. Collect bonus again.
Nice. All right.
Ah, nice ball.
She maxed out the bonus there, so she got the 100K.
I would have been happy with that outcome.
Are you me? Oh,
Oh,
uh,
and now 2 in a row up there.
sometimes those drop targets, you hit them and they don't go down.
Yep.
Oh,
Left out lane. So she'll be sitting in third place right now with 429. Even with a bit of a lead, but I would say he'd like some more points. Oh,
Very
nice. Right off the bat.
so he's already up to 3 times because he was carrying the 2 times in.
Yep.
Oh.
Got a little bit of bonus.
But no, the bonus is
yeah,
not
got up
Quite a
there.
bit, actually.
Yeah.
At 3 times? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all right.
All right, Derek's got some work to do here. You trying to max out that bonus? I mean,
gonna have
that's
to.
that's his only chance right now of coming back.
Yeah, sure he'd like that plunge like Ian just got.
Yeah.
Certainly, yeah.
Other than that, it's grind away, get
Well, I guess that's the big difference when they collect only 1 time.
Yeah.
Before, you could always sort of just keep repeating
yeah, you just
that, right?
That was a healthy spinner there.
It was. It got a good rip out of that.
Nice.
Sure.
Resetting here.
Yeah, trying to figure out where he's going to go. Too early to do the collect bonus. Well, it's not even
Well,
lit. So
yeah, it's not lit. I mean, I guess that's one of the other ways to get to the multipliers
Yeah.
up there is to go that way rather than trying to get a direct shot in.
Yeah.
Because that's a pretty tight shot.
you do it.
Oh,
nice
nice
save.
save.
Uh,
All right.
Okay, so we have, looks like Sunshine, Eden was first, Sunshine second, Mayumi third, and Derek fourth. And you said it was 4-2-1-0, Tom, for scoring?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Yeah. That was a good kickoff, first game.
Yeah. And Carl is off to change the rig around. We're looking to see on the software if we can tell where we're headed next.
Oh, that's a good point.
It looks like we're going to go to Sky Jump next.
Oh, okay.
We got
Awesome EM.
Sky
It is.
Jump and then 9-ball.
Oh, that's a personal favorite of yours, Rod.
It is.
Yeah, I got onto the sky jump yesterday. It treated me fair. I mean, I've definitely played sky jumps that haven't treated me fair.
It's all about getting those numbers.
It is, and well, in the one this past summer, it was just one that didn't let you do anything. So it was,
So Sky Jump, an old EM, I believe, if I'm right.
yep.
Okay. Wedge head or something, or a little newer than that?
No, wedge head.
Okay.
I think it's in the sort of mid 70s, right?
Okay.
Might be a little off with that, a year or two, but
Well, we're about to find out. It's going to be up on the stream next is our game 2. And then we'll have a little 9-ball after that. Yeah.
So how are your opens faring?
well, I've got the excuse I was playing in match play yesterday.
My opens, as I said earlier, I got 1 good game and usually 2 bad games and 2 in the middle, and that puts me in the less than the 50% mark typically. So, but it's fun. You have to know your abilities. I was looking this morning and just looking at all the top players that are already in the top 40, and I'm like, they're just every great name in pinball. The best in the world come here to play. There's just no tournament that attracts like this.
Yeah, there's Europeans, there's Australians. I mean, all kinds of people here.
Everybody from around the world. And there's so
Truly.
many tournaments going on.
Yeah.
Not only this, but today the Classics is going to start.
Yep.
You have the high stakes over on one side. You have the women's. And we're back
we're
on
at
Sky.
Sky
Back
Jump.
on. We're at a Sky Jump. Which one of you two wants to do the rules on this one? Or
Go for
go
it.
ahead, Dan.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
The main point function here is I don't know how to use that. So what you want to do is after you've gone through an in lane, you'll get the red light, or a white light will happen, right? So you get an in lane like that, white light will happen, and then there's a roving red light which multiplies that shot by 10. So when you've got the white light on it, it's worth 500 points. If it's got the red light below it, it's worth 5,000. What moves the red light is that one pop bumper in the middle that says moves 10x thing. And that is the majority of the points on this game. There's all sorts of other things you can do for, you'll see there's 1,000-point rollovers. Basically any insert that lights is worth more points. But that's the big payouts in this game. And you can have a long game without hitting those white-red combos and not score anything.
And we're just watching practice here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Sunshine would have been happy with all those plunges. They were a nice plunge. She got a lot of the stuff. So again, is what Dan's talking about there is, that green is when you put it through one of the numbers. So you got 1 through 7, lights the green. That'll give you 500. And then you got a rover that does 10 times that, then it's going to move around. So if you get both of them in there, you can do that. So if you get 7 white, 7 red, or Tom's showing 1 red, now you need the 1 lit there.
Yeah,
and
you need
great.
the one. I guess, and the one you can get in 2 places: the out lane or the side above it. So there's a few of them that you can get in a couple different locations, and some you can only get up top.
So a little different on this one. This is a 1-player game. So we're going to play all 5 balls, and then we're going to switch to the next person. So I assume that order. Does the order stay the same? No, it doesn't. Does it, Tom?
I believe they picked the order, but
Okay.
it looks the same.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
So Sunshine's up first here. She's got her plunge. She wants obviously one of those numbers, and would love it to come over and get a second number on the way down. So it's faintly lit, but the 6 is lit with the red being on the 5. So it's always the challenge on this. Now, she's taking out 3 numbers.
Yeah.
So you can't do anything with those until, I assume they reset if you drop them all.
They do.
Okay. Doesn't
Sort
lock,
of the
doesn't
chopping
lock
wood
you out.
method.
Yeah,
That was a nice shot up
it
there.
was. Okay. Moving that around as we talked about. Love to do. She would love to have had that move 1 more. Too far.
Yeah.
Yep. This is an EM that definitely tests your patience.
I like the concept. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, very.
And this one, the conditions will carry over from ball to ball. So no reset here of anything. So, and no bonus on this game at all.
No.
So clearly she'd like to get them all down and
Yeah, get the targets back
Yep.
up. Yeah.
party back up. Just to give you some sense of a great score yesterday, Robert Byers had the best score of the day with 74,000. So no one rolled it yesterday, and looked like he had a good day.
There we go. That's
Nice.
her coming through one of the inserts there. That's 1,000 now.
Ah. Okay, she will now be on ball 3.
Trying
that
to plunge
shit,
for
yeah.
that 7.
Soft plunge.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens to me. Oh.
Oh.
Ooh, get that flip of the tipper. Tip of the flipper. Oh, I thought she had it. At this stage, trying to get the drop targets down. Last
Yeah.
2.
I think so.
Yeah, you got to, because you got a lot of things lit.
Yeah.
You really like that 2 and that.
Oh, nice save.
It's a shame. The only 2 she has left are the 2 she doesn't have. 2 and the 7. Okay, there's the 2.
Yeah. Get that 7.
The 7, and then go back to work on the middle of that bank where she's got a lot of green lit. Oh,
last ball here.
That 7 has been elusive for her. Oh.
Oh.
The other thing we didn't mention on this game, which is something to really be thinking about, tilt ends the game. So the only time you really want to tilt this one's that there at the very end.
You're right, especially with no bonus.
With no bonus, the last ball is the only one you even want to give a big move to. It's always an interesting thing. So I'm certain that's part of the way they were all warming up, was to shake the game a little bit. Okay, so we got another 30 seconds of warm-up time. She's got her clock started. Hey, you're like...
It always happens during practice, right?
Same thing with Sunshine. She had a great practice. Hopefully...
Oh, look at this. Yeah.
For Mayumi, she'll have a great second time around plunging that.
Okay, there
So
she's
she
found the
practiced
tilt. Yep.
That's what you do not want to do, balls 1 through 4.
How did you find the tilts yesterday when you were playing?
There was a couple, and volley actually even had a warning on it. It had tilt end game, and underneath that it will really tilt. That was interesting. I didn't. I think I tilted on 1 or 2 games, but in general, tilts were very fair, I found. There is definitely that sort of panic feeling of how much can you do, because in the regular session you're not getting the 30-second or 1 minute practice, right? So.
We're live here, guys.
Yep.
Okay. She's got 2 numbers, the 5 and the 6. 6 target would give her, she's got that 7 though.
6 would have been 500.
Yeah, 6 would have been 500, okay. Back up top, nice. Take out the 4, there we go, 3 out, that's nice.
3 or 4 is lit for 5,000.
Nice transfer.
Yeah, so dangerous on the EMs, whether it's going to make it all the way over or not.
Oh, nice.
And
And she got the 5. Yes.
Nice
Well
5,000.
done.
Wow.
Yeah, and she keeps pulling thousands there too when she's going there, so that's not bad.
That's a good one. I'm sure someone out there in Twitch land has marked that as a great Lazarus.
So here we are again on the 7. She wants that 7 now.
She got it.
Nice.
Very nice. Now she's got just the 2 to go on the bank, and then get a fresh reset with a good number of things lit for her. Ooh.
And I believe you actually get a payout too for taking the bank out as well.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, there it is, 5,000.
Everyone always complains on all the modern games it's all about the multipliers. Who knew they were all invented back in the EM days? I mean,
Right.
Who put a 10 multiplier on this?
Look at this.
you know?
She's almost done the
Done
full
his
bank
ball
again. There it is.
Very nice.
Oh,
Great ball.
very nice ball. She's got 38,000. We're on ball 3.
Now she's not, right now she needs to move the red. It's sitting on the 2, which is not one of the numbers she has. There we go.
And remind me, the pop bumpers move it, right?
Right, the one in the middle.
Just
big
the middle
red
one, okay.
Yeah, just the
Got it.
middle. Oh,
Tell you what, those EM guys, they even color match. They got the red pop bumper to match the red 10X. Okay,
All right, we
she's
got
got them
everything,
all. She's got a full
yeah.
house. 1 ball to go.
no.
Oh, she's done,
That
sorry.
was the last one, yep.
45,000. Let's take a look and see how that would have done.
I think that's a great score.
Yesterday, that's a top 10 score.
Yeah, that's awesome.
People, I'd be smiling with that. Okay. Hey, while we're practicing here, a few things to tell everyone about on the stream. Upcoming events. So tomorrow morning, same time as today, will be the women's finals. And then on tomorrow afternoon, on Saturday afternoon, you'll have the Classic final. Classic Bank opened this morning, so everyone's over there trying to qualify. And then Sunday morning, the big one, the IFPA Open, which is the Stern Pro Circuit Tour event. The big one for the year. I'm sorry, the major, not Stern Pro. And then Sunday night, we got high stakes to finish it all off. So there'll be 4 different broadcasts after this one, where you're going to see some great pinball players. It'll be interesting because I think you're going to see some, just looking the classic target match play, maybe a lot of the top players didn't enter this time or didn't reach the finals. So you're going to see a different group of players today in this classic match play compared to, the names you're going to see tomorrow with Escher and, Jason Zoller, or the classic names like Keith and Raymond. I don't think Raymond's going to appreciate I call him a classic, but, he's an old person compared to Jason.
Now,
and,
yeah, I think he crossed
Escher.
30, right? So it's that puts him in that group.
It'll be interesting to see whether any of even the younger folks can make it along. So it's always interesting to watch. There's a separation of that top 100 from everybody else, and the top 10 is amazing. Daniele's here from Italy. I saw him around.
I think we're live here. aren't
Okay.
we?
Yeah, we are going live.
Oh, we're going
right
live.
now.
Let's watch the
Pinball
game
3.
then. Sorry.
That's okay.
Got Chad needs to pay attention to the game.
He's got a couple of the inserts.
Yeah,
That's frustrating.
it's done that a couple times now.
He's got the 4 lit.
Yep.
Full for
That's
full
really
value.
wants
That's what he
that
wants
one, yeah.
that.
He got it.
Got it.
Sweep.
And now he can. That 5 is worth 500 plus 5,000.
And
so
now
there you go.
it goes right back to the 4 again.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
He would like to have one more of those.
Yes.
All right, I believe this is ball 5. He's close to Sunshine score. Just past Sunshine.
Fix that off. Going for the reset.
Nice. Just nice play, just letting the ball just get to a flipper.
Oh, nice. Is that 2?
Yeah. Can't really get to it from there.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Okay.
Nice alley pass.
Oh. There it goes.
Alley pass again, you bet he will.
Yeah.
There goes.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh.
and he's live again. Good. Got it. It's the 5,000 there, but
Got it. He ended up catching
Did
her.
pass Mayumi.
Yep.
oh, he did. Okay.
Yes, he did. Had the last couple drops. Got him there.
Just to show you're never out.
No, in this game especially, like if you can get on a run like that where you sweep the banks a couple times and and you've got a lot of them lit, then yeah, 5,000 is a huge amount of points.
Assuming this is Derek's practice.
Yeah, I can't tell. He's only because he's shimming a little bit that I thought it might be that, but some people step up and just go live on these. So
That's true.
now, watching what he's doing now, he's
Yeah,
he's
he's just-
he's fiddling around
testing
now.
things.
He's just seeing
Yeah,
what
there he
he's
is,
doing.
yeah.
Yeah. So.
Before that, I was unsure.
practice is over.
Time to play for real. All stretched out there, he's ready to go.
I was going to say, if Derek can't catch Eden, and Eden's definitely moving on to the next round.
That was quite a nudge he gave that one.
Yeah.
I was a little worried there.
On a ball one scenario.
Yeah. Derek's having a tough go.
Yeah.
As you said, Dan, it just takes one ball in this
He
one.
does, and right now he's got the 3 lit for the 5,000. Like if he can come down, as long, well, assuming we don't hit the red pop bumper, that we did. So now we're on the 4, which is good. He's got that. Yep. So that's worth 5,000 right now.
Oh. You can see Derek's frustration.
Yeah, last ball.
Can't blame him. It's been a tough ball, or tough 4 balls.
Mm-hmm. But if you can catch the 5 here on the drop, and that would basically give you most of the wall to hit for the 5,000 to drop. Oh, and you just can't catch a break.
Oh.
Yeah, not much you can do.
Nope.
No, it can be a really harsh game. Like I say, if you're hitting stuff without those being lit in that order, you just don't move up.
Here's the good thing about the 4-2-1-0 scoring. He is actually not out of it.
That's what I was about to ask.
You're right.
Yeah, but he has to absolutely win. There's Silly Dalton in the background.
Yeah, we got a Project Pinball shirt appearance along with a silliness.
And we're seeing the new INDISC shirt there too, in the on the other side there. That's this year's INDISC shirt behind Rodney there. Mirrored reflections.
It's hard to
tough.
do. There we go. There. Wrong hand, wrong direction. It took me. I pretty much got that all backwards.
Yeah,
Tom, how many times have you been out to INDISC? Were you at the old facility? Both of you?
I was at the old facility once in Banning. I love that facility, but this is something special. It's so spaced out and just so roomy in here. I mean, it's fantastic how everything's set up here.
Yeah, so it's always hard on this stream to see. You saw a little bit with Jeff walking around, but over to our left is all of the high stakes bank. And so you have the 8 to 10 games over there for a $500 entry, $15,000 prize Sunday afternoon. And then you got the 18 games behind us for the Open. Over to the far wall over here to our right is where the Open qualifiers are at. And so people are over there queuing up and for get their card in. In the back corner, you got a whole range of free play games and almost all of the new Stern Moderns over there. So in case you get some downtime or want some practice or frustrated, you can go over there and play something different. And actually some of the games even from previous years, like Torpedo Alley's over there.
Yeah,
so,
which is fairly rare. I mean, it's neat to see that every once in a while.
Well, so I have one over at the Delaware Collective. It's not working so well, but I really like it because I spent 6 years on a submarine.
Oh, wow.
Meteor, huh?
Meteor, so my original intel was incorrect. I think, Tom, you want to do Meteor?
Sure. You want to really go up top and hit these targets down. Every time you hit a target, it builds up the spinner. The value on the spinner grows, and the game either becomes basically hitting that spinner trying to get that full value, which she has right now, or going up top, hitting those drop targets down for multiplier. And if you max out the multiplier, you can get a wow, which is worth 100,000 for one of those drop targets up top. And then you have these targets on the side, which will build this middle value up for your bonus. So there's quite a ways to play it, but it can become a spinner game.
Yeah. Hey, Tom, re-explain the WoW again one more time. What do you have to do that?
So you have to increase this multiplier by hitting all those drop targets down, and one of these targets will light.
Got it.
And you want to hit that lit target when it's up.
And then the rockets in the middle, the 1, 2, 3. What do those do for you?
Just basically you're building your bonus up. So then they correspond, the 1's over here, 2's over here, 3's over here.
And I haven't seen anybody test a Kirk pass yet. See whether you can.
So a Kirk pass is when you literally let the ball drop down here, hit off the post, and go off the post.
So our one in Delaware, you can do it, and everyone does, but only on the right side. Then you got to really know the machine well and trust it. I don't think we're going to see any of that today.
All right, I guarantee you, there's probably no rubber on that post down there.
Well, then there's no chance of a Kirk pass. This game is always a fast and flowy one, but sometimes people get on a roll and can go.
And you'll see also these targets up here, these lanes, when these inserts are lit, will also give you a target up top.
Shortcuts.
Yes.
Which can be good, but also at
Could
times
be
it destroys your setup when you've got the perfect spinner, right?
Yep.
It's like, oh, I really didn't want that then.
Well, Derek gave it a good shake there, and it did not tilt. So it looks like a pretty generous tilt on this one.
Oh yeah, and I guess they just started as a one player to do the test. That makes sense.
And we're back in the same order again. Makes it easy on us. So as you say, Tom, Derek's still alive. How would he would need a win, which would be 4 points, and he'd need.
Yeah, he basically needs Sunshine and Naomi to get basically last and third.
I'll say it in a more positive way. He needs Eden to get second.
There you go.
Yes, yes. Okay. But he needs scenarios, basically. Everything needs to fall into his lap, and he needs to win the game.
So I'm just looking at IFPA rankings there. I did not realize how high Derek was ranked. He's 15th. I didn't know that. He's not someone I see on the East Coast, and not one of the names I know, but I suspect with that ranking, you'll see him again in the Open at some point, or one of the other items here. Eden's 113. We are off to play 3 balls of Meteor for each player.
Is that an earthquake?
Yeah, I think we just got a little shake here. That's exactly. I was like, I looked behind me to see whether somebody was shaking my chair or not.
Not something we're used to in the Midwest.
No.
I was going to say, that could be a tilt-ends game.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know what the tournament director rule is if the earthquake.
Oh,
nice.
There we go. Oh. Yep. Nice rep.
All right, hit that spinner.
There
we go.
It came back down.
Yeah, and it sort of canceled it out too as it came back.
Actually, are we sure it was an earthquake and maybe a meteor hit just in the middle of the Meteor game? Got a little humor here. Okay. She is off and running. She's.
How do you like to get the ball back up top? Do you like to go through the spinner? Do you like to go between the pop bumper?
So again, depends on if I'm on the
Left or
left
right?
flipper, I'm going to go through the spinner if I practice it and I know how to do it. And then from the right flipper, if I'm willing to try to switch sides, I'm going to go through the pop bumper.
Okay.
Okay. I tend to do the two bank coming off of the right flipper.
Try to bank it off the.
Take the two and bring it up.
Right,
Yeah.
And plus, you're building the bonus by doing that. So.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Nice rip.
Take the spinner when you can.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure you would like to have more drops, but there you go. Well, there's not any rubber there, but it did help him out.
Yep.
Oh. That was Kirk pass, not intentional, but.
All right. Just waiting on Sunshine to get back.
Yep.
There
Here she comes. And what do you guys try to do with the plunge here?
I actually full plunge and just try to get back to my upper
That's-
flipper.
So sort of in between the passive bumper and the R. That's sort of where I'm going to.
You try to
Because
bounce
cradle.
up, bounce up, bounce it back down
Yeah.
again?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, there is a small benefit of hitting the M and the R, the end two end targets in the spinner because they actually value at 600 bonus versus 200.
Yep.
I'm just happy to get getting 5 of them down. I'll take what I can get.
Fair enough.
Oh. Now Sunshine's got a bit of a lead here. Sunshine's got to beat both her and Naomi and Derek to move on.
Nice.
Great spinner shot.
No.
Oh, that was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's sometimes the unfortunate thing too. You have the lid spinner, you have one target up, and you happen to hit the target that's up, and it resets your bank. But
Yeah, so I did check the earthquake meter. There was an earthquake in Little Creek, California, 4.4 on the Richter scale. Things I did not know we would need to commentate on here today, but trying to keep it, all the news. I think that's the first earthquake I've ever felt. How about you, Tom?
second.
Second?
Yep.
We had one on the East Coast one time, but I was flying from Charlotte to Philly, and we just had to circle around until I made sure the runway was okay. But, but you can't feel it up in the air.
No, and I'm West Coast, so I've felt them before, but that was noticeable.
Okay.
Going on here.
We are.
Bounce,
Oh,
nice,
nice.
nice.
There you go. Use that center
Okay,
post.
and spinner, no.
Derek playing for his target match play life here.
Goes, okay.
Ski jumps it over.
But no targets down. So.
Yep. So what are you doing here, Dan? You going to go through the spinner, or
I'm going to go through a spinner and then I'm going to
Okay.
try to pick up targets.
Okay,
I'll
got it.
take what it gives me, but again, you need those targets now.
I wasn't sure if you tried to squeeze it through or not.
Well, in some ways too, you're just trying to find that spinner shot as much as you can.
That's what I always say. Is
because it really comes down to it a lot of times.
Sunshine with a bit of a lead here, but I'm sure she'd like a lot more points.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't look on this one what the scores were yesterday, what they look like. I'll take a look.
All right, down to one.
Oh. Well, a couple people put up 1 million points yesterday. Jeremy and Ron Hallett, and you know, dropped off pretty quickly to about 500,000. So that's a good score, but not a great score. Sunshine sitting on one good ball from any of the 3 remaining players and catcher.
And Mayumi has to pass Sunshine here.
She did not. Okay, so Sunshine has good spot. Derek right now is rooting for Eden, that's for sure.
Yeah, Eden has to catch.
Eden has to catch Sunshine, and Derek has to catch Eden. Be a good finish.
Yes. Oh, he had the spinner beautifully set. That's maximum on the spinner right now.
Oh. Okay, we are over. That will mean that, well, I mean, he's going to go and play his ball, do the best he can, but
yeah, right.
He will not be moving on.
Trap up.
Okay.
Games are playing tough.
Sunshine with the first place. Derek was second. Mayumi in third, and Eden in fourth, but didn't care because he's moving on. So, we will see Sunshine and Eden in the next round.
And next round we'll see the top 8 enter into the round as well.
I think we may be getting, I heard in the background there, maybe a tiebreaker game from one of the other groups, and we'll find out. The Magic Elves are over there moving the rig around. So I visually described the room. The place, there's a black curtain here that keeps us from being able to see the games. They're on the other side. The women's bank is over here right in front of where we're sitting behind the curtain. And then the Classics Target Play bank is on the other side. So we cannot see the rig at all right here. It's, but I'm sure the elves are moving it. The other thing to describe to everyone is the command central. It looks like a TV production studio meets, military command headquarters with Carl over there running all the gear, all the games, and everything. So it's quite a setup here.
Yeah, hats off to all the volunteers and people that are organizing it too, because it was so seamless when we came in, checked in. Right away they had you set up for, in my case, for the match play. But everything else, it's always really, it's a pleasure being here. I mean, The 2 times I was in Banning, and now the 2 times I've been here, it's been amazingly and very smoothly run.
All volunteer supported, people flying in early to help get the game set up. You can imagine, this is an empty ballroom. I think I saw the first picture up Wednesday at some point, with the first game being moved in, and it'll be empty again by Monday morning. And so what an effort that Carl, Jim, and the rest of the team put on to support these 5 big tournaments. And there's actually a 6th we haven't even mentioned. Low-key Sunday strikes, for those that don't make the qualifying for anything, something to do on Sunday while you're watching the finals. But yeah, so it's quite a setup here. One of these times I'm going to go around and count how many monitors are here. Okay, so it does look like we got a tiebreaker here.
No, this is game 2 and 3.
Okay, it's game 2 and 3.
More pinball first round action.
Okay, so this is the Valley Wizard, and we're on player 2.
Should this be Nate Grant?
Would look like it's correct. Nate doing a little dance for us. So Nate's doing a little dance for us, and up next would be Nicole. Looks like Nate took the first game, and playing from there. Wizard's all about those 4 flags. Basically, if you look around the play field, there's 4 spots. She just hit flag number 3, and she hit flag number 4 earlier, which is the hard one up on there. Oh wow, she got 3 other flags down, and each flag does a couple things for you. I think flag 3 doubles your bonus. No, sorry, flag 4 doubles your bonus.
Or does 4 light your spinner?
We're going to find out by watching here. Went and prepped them all and then can't remember. What happens when you get old. Okay, so score-wise, it looks like Nicole took 15,000 and now Robert's up.
Yeah, we got Nate with 10,000 and then Fran with roughly 5,000.
You know, even if I lean, it doesn't make it come into focus.
I'm pretty sure that's 10,000, but wouldn't stake my life on it.
Flag 4 will light your spinner. Flag 3 will light the double, or get your double bonus.
Okay.
But you have to go through.
Yeah, you have to collect it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Collect
okay.
the flags.
So first is to qualify it, and then you're collecting it. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And to collect, you got to go up that left through the spinner. Another Canadian here, and Robert.
Yeah, previous IFPA champion, I think?
Yeah.
Or Papa champ?
Papa champ. Yeah.
Champ. So he's got 3 of the 4 flags down, but now he's got to go up that left side to get them collected, and he did not. So 8,000 points.
And the ball 2.
Oh. Nate's coming back. So guys, you guys headphone on players or are you headphone off players? You see variety. It's like Nate's got some good music going on.
I've done both. Just depends on the element, I guess.
No, I haven't tried the headphones yet. At some point, I think I probably have to, but I haven't done it yet.
Okay, so he collected the flag 2. Got flag 2 down again, and another flag. Now he's got those spinners.
So now, what's the advantage of him getting the flag twice? Does it?
I think you get the 100 points for collect up there.
Oh,
That,
okay.
I don't think you can only earn the one bonus thing one time.
Okay.
So eyeballing a flag 3 must be.
Yeah, his bonus at 100,000. He'd love to have a double bonus right
Yes,
now.
he would.
Is that 100 or 10,000?
That'd be
10,000.
10,000.
Sorry, okay.
Okay, so. Tom, which flag gets you the double bonus?
3.
3. So he hasn't hit it down yet, and would love that.
There we go.
Flag 3 is ready. Now he's just got to get it up there.
Okay, lit the special. I'm not sure if that's what the special gives.
Almost.
And he's got the spinner lit. Looking like quite a ball here. Ah,
Nice
Good
ball.
nice ball. Well done.
So he's crossing 40. What did we ended up at there? He got to 50. See, there's 53,000.
It's a nice score.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take a look here. We'll see what yesterday brought up on Wizard. Wizard yesterday, the high was 167. He's got a full rank of his flags. I'm sure she'd love to get it back on top. Oh,
so close.
Robert checking his notes.
yeah. Oh, nice save there.
Yeah, keep it alive.
Another one. Settle it down. He's playing a little dangerous there, so take a breath and see if he can settle it back in.
Trying to go for a 3.
Yeah. I'm always left wondering, what do you do with the left flipper on? The left flipper on this game. You know, even once if you can get that 4th flag, but it's just dangerous. There's not much you can go from here.
So he's qualified the double bonus.
Yep. Now he's getting back to that right flipper. Yep.
Tried a little alley pass
Yeah, that's what I
there.
was gonna say.
Oh.
Had it all set up. Again, these EM guys, they were creative. I mean, think about this. So flags on this, along with, you know, a collection system. Really cool. Oh. So unlike our earlier EM game, this one's got some bonus to collect, and it if you tilt, you stay in the game unless you tilt through, and then you got a problem. But
Yeah. Nate's getting the right
Nate's
tunes.
getting the
I
right song
think.
for each ball. Yeah, I've tried. I went through a phase where I tried the headphones. They didn't help me at all, so I went back to without the headphones. That didn't help me at all. One of these ways I'm going to find out. Try earplugs next or something. Maybe it's just actually my pinball play. Okay, there we go, up through the spinner. Saucer time. Nope. Got that flag, though. Oh, nice
nudge.
ball.
That was a great nudge.
Yeah. Trying to get on that right flipper.
Settle.
Oh, nice.
Bail out. Ah. There he goes. Finishes off a little dance, and there you got the king of EM behind there, and Bob Matthews watching.
Yeah. I think Nate's trying to rub a little bit of that off on him there, you know, just taking some Bob luck.
Okay.
Nice.
$28,033.
5,000 turn.
Oh. Last of ball 4 here. Sorry, last of ball 3 here for player 4. Comes Robert back up.
Sitting in third
big
currently.
ball here.
He needs a good ball,
Yeah.
especially after he took a 0 in the first round.
for
back
the
to his alley pass again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfectly executed. And spinner ripped.
Didn't catch a flag.
Didn't catch
though.
the
Yeah.
flag.
Okay.
Another one.
Nice. Good control by Robert.
Yes, it is.
I guess he's not looking for the flags.
Yeah, he was.
There he goes. He's got one now.
Good.
Alley pass.
Great patience by Robert,
Yes.
just controlling it.
This is the third or fourth one of those in this ball. It was a really good looking pinball there.
There he goes. That second flag? No.
Okay, so we're on ball 4. What's player 2 have? Can you guys see that? It's at 59.
Yeah, 59,
okay.
yeah.
I don't know why. I keep thinking if I was in Tom's seat over to the right, I'd have a better angle to read it. It doesn't help at all on a flat screen. Got that flag. Got
4, yeah.
That's flag 4. Flag 2. Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Oh, no.
He's displeased with the wizard. Okay, what we got up now, Nate? Nate's got another
Yeah.
song going on.
Playing up to the camera.
It's
Awesome.
having a good time.
If I had 59,000, I'd be happy
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
I hear you.
He's gonna go for a flag. Nope, go right back up top. Try for that one flag up there that's. Oh,
On that saucer up there, I believe it gives you 3
Yeah.
advances on your bonus,
Yep.
too.
so we were talking earlier to Bob Matthews, who was set this game up. He said when they first set it up, it was a little too easy. It would come out of that collection over the flag stuff, would hit that left flipper, and just go right back to the right. So they had to mess with that a little bit to give it some randomness, and we've seen that, coming out of here. I mean, nice catch.
There's a
Flag.
4, yeah. Okay, the
2
1.
flags. 3 flags.
Oh,
Yeah, the more flags you get, the more likely you're going to get a drain. It seems to be the trend we're seeing. I don't think.
She's
I don't really-
only 5,000 behind Nate,
Yeah.
so
yeah, 53,000.
I don't think the EM designers were that good to know when the flags were down to cause more drains. They just made the game drain a lot anyway.
Now, maybe I'm talking way out of line here, but can you actually collect the flags from the left by shooting up the right?
No, you can't. There's a
No,
gate.
there's a
no
gate
way?
here.
Oh, there's a gate. Okay.
Yeah. One-way gate there.
Fair enough. I haven't had much time on Wizard.
Fran almost played Robert's ball there. Made sure he looked. You can tell who's up by the number there. Problem is, if you play somebody else's ball, you get a 0 score for the game.
Tom, that would seem to be the only way you could get a 0 in a game, wouldn't it?
Well,
Not in
ask
this format.
Travis.
I couldn't resist.
Yeah. One of my co-hosts on Triple Drain Pinball podcast.
That was Bad Girls last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
All right, Robert.
Robert's got the flags ready
Yep.
and needs to collect the flags.
He wants it.
I was disappointed on that.
Okay.
Here comes an
Nice.
alley pass. Showing the ability to do that for sure.
over the right flipper. Nice.
All right,
There you
perfect.
go.
There we go.
And
Now it's got to get in that hole.
Another flag.
Yeah, he's up to 3 of them now.
Oh, I save.
All right, deep breath and hit that spinner. That's what you got to do. You just got to calm down and relax.
There we go. Let's get in there. Nope. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Double bonus, lid
First time we've
spinner.
seen that. At this point, I'm touching the flippers as gently as possible.
He wants more spinner now.
I would think so.
Yeah, it looks like what he's trying to set up.
Oh,
He's
nice.
got it.
Got it.
That's a nice save.
There we go. What's his first digit there, Tom? There we go, 40.
And again, we got the special lit. Don't know if that's points or not, but
It's spinner time. Nice.
and in there again.
Oh,
Yeah, really, you just saw there the key to pinball from Robert there is just being relaxed, getting the ball to the right flipper and making your shots.
takes a commanding lead, which we'll see though. There's one ball. You saw what he just did in his ball.
Yep. Well, he basically doubled the score.
Yep. Two flags down. He's trying a post pass, and it worked, sort of. It got there.
Yeah.
Try it again. Oh.
Got it. And
Oh,
it didn't
nice.
tilt.
Oh, wow. He put the move on it.
He's getting the bad vibes out of the game.
Nate's having a lot of fun. It's good to
Oh,
see.
Nate didn't get his song he wanted. Oh, he's going headless. Headsetless.
Away we go. I got the
Pretty happy.
saucer.
Is that 70?
Oh.
Gonna be happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just under 80.
Yep.
Yeah, didn't catch Robert unfortunately,
Here comes Nicole. He'll take that as second place or.
but nice.
Good start. Yeah.
Yeah, she's really working that 5,000
Yeah, I know.
target, which it's paying off.
It is. but
Nice.
that seems scary every time
It
you
does
go in
every
that
time you go
area.
there.
What did she?
69 plus that. She's not going to have enough.
Oh, just
Just short.
Yep.
All right. So
Robert with the plunge off.
yes.
The walk off.
So Nate will go to 6, Robert 4, Nicole will have 2, and Fran will also have 2. Going into the next game, playing one-handed.
better than I would with 2. Okay. We're back.
Yeah. Back for more pinball. Going to game 3.
So Tom, what's your strategy after this? You're going to go over and play the classics? You're going to play the main?
I got to give the main another go.
Okay.
Got to get my strategy down. Then I might wander over to classics.
Have you figured out the 5 games you're going to attack on the Open, or are you getting close, or you know?
Yeah, I might do a mix of moderns and EMs.
Okay.
Just I mean, not EMs, solid states.
There's only one EM in the Big Bank,
yeah.
which is Grand Prix. So.
Yeah, I gave that a go last night. That didn't quite work out, but I think I'm going to stick sort of in the solid states over there.
They just go so quick, though. I mean, and they're so random in the control. So it's interesting because I like the 2 Stern games. Okay, we're off to bow and arrow here.
Okay, game 3.
And we're in the same order. Fran, Nate, Nicole, Robert.
I got a stuck ball.
Uh-oh. Oh, she unstuck it herself.
And did not tilt.
Is this just...
So very bonus heavy game. You want to hit these middle spinners and build up your bonus and collect in the saucer.
You know why she didn't care about the nudge?
Because
or
we're
the stuff?
practicing.
Practice.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's a gutsy call. It is funny because I've played a couple times in Europe. They're much more apt to just come over to the TD and whack the game compared to taking the glass off, which American TDs would be shaking. It's an interesting difference. I've only played in the UK. I've not played in the continent. But. Tom, did you go over and play in Europe last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Fulda and Excel. Freddy's was amazing. So was Bowls and Balls.
Okay.
Yeah. My understanding is Bowls and Balls is going away. The owner sold the place. Yeah.
Yeah, lost the building or something. I had heard on one podcast.
So.
And doesn't Europe go to the dollar or the equivalent now this year?
I'm not sure if it was this last year or they're
it might have
currently
been.
going to
Okay,
it.
yeah.
I'm not positive.
You're talking about the IPA fee of $1? Just a reminder for anybody who's just tuning in, you've got the women's tomorrow morning at 10, and then you got the classics tomorrow afternoon for the finals. And then on Sunday morning, you got the big one, the Open, and then the big money tournament in the afternoon on Sunday. So a lot of pinball here on IE Pinball on Twitch. I think last year, at one point at the peak, they had up to 15,000 people, probably the most pinball's ever been watched in a single streamer event. Carl's one of the few people. What is he, certified on Twitch? It has a name for it.
Partner.
You're the other one, Tom, right?
Yep.
So, which gets you better placement so people watch it more. Is that what it is, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Means you stream really well and often.
Yes.
And you have viewers and fans and things. So. Okay, we are off live.
Yep.
Hey, game on this one, if I remember correctly, it's hit the spinner and then collect the bonus, right?
Yep, just keep going, building that saucer up
Okay.
and collecting. There's a good spinner rip there.
So I assume on this one, if you're on the right flipper, 100% of the time go to collect the bonus. And then if you're on the, even on the left flipper,
yep. Backhanded it. What were scores like on this?
That's
Rob?
what I'm looking right now. Bow and arrow. So Eden put up 404,000. Steve Boughton with 357. Luke with 165. A lot of scores in the hundreds, the 90s, and then the classic trail off. So I'd say anybody who gets 400,000 today would be pretty happy.
That's pretty a scary number.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have these targets on the side which light your bumpers, but more importantly, light the double bonus there.
You got to get all 4 of them, Tom?
Correct.
Ooh.
And does that also work for the collect bonus too? Like not just your end bonus, but your...
It might be just for end bonus, actually. I'm not 100% positive on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It also says outhole scores double bonus. So I guess that's...
so you know what? There you
that
go.
is the outhole,
so it's
yeah.
only in the... Right,
It's
fair
only
enough.
on the drain.
Okay. Good catch.
Okay, we got player 4. Robert's going to be back up again. I forgot to pay attention. Did Nate have his headphones on, back to music, or is he? We got to keep track of this.
Yeah, no, we do. I can't say for sure. So Nate's obviously in the best scenario right now at 6 points, but everybody's live.
Yep.
Yep.
Robert with the half jacket.
Yeah, Nate for sure doesn't want to take last because he can force a tiebreaker
Yeah.
with somebody.
Yeah.
That's an easy way to get the collect bonus. You know, let the sling do the work for you.
Yep.
That shows you how lively the slings are
Yeah,
too. They juice them up.
Wow.
Oh.
Robert looks as surprised as we did.
So Fran, after ball 1, is in the lead.
Fran's back. Getting that spinner up.
Good. Bonus is up to 6. Not
Yeah,
bad.
I'd like to collect that, I'm sure. 7, 8.
Wow.
Oh,
Almost.
oh, see that coming.
Yeah.
Good ball. All right, Nate, it does have the headphones back up.
And we got some dancing going on again.
Nice.
And it got the gate open.
Gate is open. I was going to ask you guys, when you plunge on this, do you try to do anything, or is it just more random? You pull back and do the best you can on it. Do you try to time it at all, or?
Yeah, I mean, it soft plunge usually. Try to find
The hole.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
tilted.
Tilted.
Well, early days, it's only ball 2, and now he knows where the tilt
Yep.
is.
A little too much music and dancing, maybe.
Nice.
Nice.
And another gate.
Gate
yeah.
open.
I must say, I don't regularly go through the gate.
I was thinking the same thing.
But I guess at 3,000, you're getting
Yeah.
at least the midpoint of the random award.
Is Robert back again?
In the full jacket now.
Yeah, well, he took the half jacket off as he got set up. We'll see. Full jacket. Like that gate open. Oh. That was no fun.
So Fran in first, Robert second, Nicole third, and Nate right now in fourth.
3 balls to play.
See that coming, unfortunately.
Yeah, nothing you can really do about that.
Okay, headphones are going to stay on. I'm guessing he's not nudging it out. No, he is going to give it one low go, and then
Really?
I'll tell you what, he gave it a good effort for. I would have my hand up.
I know, and he just did another.
I'd have my hand up,
Yep.
straight up in the air, wave it around, and
Yep. Get it to my flipper. So, and I guess in this case, comes down to right flipper. Is that it's on the right side of the playfield?
Yeah, I would believe so. The TD's discretion where they put it, but usually on the same side it's on.
There we go.
exactly what you said he was going to do. It's like you played pinball before, Tom.
Once or twice.
And Tom, do you TD and run tournaments? I know often you
I
stream.
do some. When I stream, I tend not to.
Yeah, you do one thing at a time.
Too much.
How about you, Dan? Are you a
Yeah, I
runner?
pretty much run, manage most of the tournaments on the island.
I did my first one last Friday night by myself, where I was the lead, so I've helped a few times. Fortunately, it was a Friday night, very casual, fun. Didn't have to make any really tough rulings.
Back up top.
Very good. Okay, let's get some spinners going and big collect bonuses. I thought we, first party straight out of the gate had like 3 or 4 collects, and we haven't seen one since.
No.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, Fran put up there 3 times, like, oh, we're going to watch this collect bonus, and it must be harder than it looks.
Yeah, it makes you really appreciate some of those scores we
Yeah.
were talking about earlier, too. I think Robert got it up to about 7,000 or something, but he didn't get any collects. He just got the one in the middle.
Oh, my. Straight down the middle. Comes Robert. He's got his headphones in and a full jacket. Never got control.
Yeah.
That's why you get 5 balls on
Yep.
these games.
So I believe Nate, the only thing that's changed is Nate's come into third. But we've got Fran, Robert, Nate, and Nicole at this point.
It's close. It's anybody's game.
Certainly.
One good collect spinner, and oh, nice save. I thought that was going.
There he goes. Oh, yeah, okay.
There we
we
go.
go.
Collect.
4,000, nice. Oh, he's got it. Nice.
Oh, sure wanted that collect
Ball.
again. Ugh. 53,000.
That's a solid score. What have we got Nate doing now here?
I think he was yelling at the
bonus
gate.
dance.
So Nate's got a 55th IFBA ranking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had some big finishes on the circuit.
Out of South Carolina, right?
Yep.
Okay. Big spinners, big spinners. Now needs to get some
7.
collects.
Nice.
Yep, he's got the 8. There we go.
Nice.
There we
Nicely
go.
done. 9.
Ah. I'll take it.
Puts him in the hunt, though.
Yep. Yep, as you said, all Nate doesn't want to do is finish at the bottom. He wants to get himself through. Nice. Oh. Ah. Comes Robert. That's 5,000 right there. Boom that spinner just like you want to do. Oh.
There we go. And there, off the slings again. Eh?
There we go. Oh.
Up to 6,000 there.
He's past Nate.
Oh.
And he just passed Fran. So it looks like Nate and Robert are moving on.
Yeah, we're into ball 5 now, actually.
Yep.
Oh, it is
We
ball
got
five.
one more
I
ball.
thought we were on ball
Yep.
5. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Oh,
Ah.
that's tough.
Okay, we've got now.
Yeah, Nate, no, he kept his headphones on
Yeah,
for
ball 5 this time.
Yeah. Change it up a bit.
The actionable side of pinball. Okay. Spinner, or now he needs to collect.
So he needs about 5,000 to guarantee himself through. Did he get it? No, he didn't.
Yeah.
So he's not guaranteed yet.
He does not want to see a big ball from Nicole, though. That's for sure.
You're entirely right. Yeah.
Yep.
And really, everything's tight enough that the one ball,
Yep.
that's all it's going to take here.
Oh,
she kept it.
stepped alive.
What a save.
Good spinner action.
Stay on it.
Oh, okay. Well, Robert is going to certainly want 2,000 points. What do you get for
Well, the saucer. He could
Yeah.
get it out of the saucer.
saucer?
We know Nate's going through.
Robert with a first will go through.
Didn't get the saucer.
56. Oh no. Oh. He's there.
Okay, he's got it then. Okay.
62.
So Robert and Nate going through then?
Robert and Nate on to the next round.